Hi everyone, welcome to Fun Foods. My name is Miss Lisa and we're at the Fayette County Public Library. Today we are going to make an edible fish bowl. Now, to make an edible fish bowl, you are going to need some nerds. And I have found out through trial and error that it's better to have the rainbow nerds than the grape and strawberry. They are just too dark and you don't see them in your fish bowl. Swedish fish work. Now, the red is a little dark. I did find in the store that there is some tropical Swedish fish, and that might be better because it's lighter. You also need a thing of blue Jello. So we're going to make our Jello first, and I've already heated up my water. I have 1 cup of really hot water here, and so we are going to put our blue Jello into the hot water. Okay, and then you just make sure that you stir that Jello until it's all dissolved. Now, the directions would tell you to add 1 more cup of cool water before you then set your Jello. But in order for us to make an edible fish bowl where you can actually see the fish that's in the Jello, you are going to add 1 1/4 cups of water. So we're adding a little bit more to hopefully dilute the blue a little bit so that you can see it. Okay, so here's my cold water. We're going to add that in here, and it's going to end up being that color blue. All right, so to make the edible fish bowls, you simply need some little cups, and I have some little plastic cups, and plastic's fine as long as your water's not actually boiling. If you have little glass jars, that will work too, okay? But you just need little jars. So we're going to start by putting the gravel on the bottom of our fish bowl, and for that you want these beautifully colored nerds. Okay, now you want a pretty deep layer of nerds. And so most of the time I have found that it makes 3 or 4, depending on how many nerds you have, little fish bowls. So there's the gravel. And then you're going to take your Jello and pour it on top. Okay. And we're going to pour it on top. And then for the 4th cup, I mean, if I had more nerds, I could make another fish bowl, but I'm just going to have some leftover Jello and just make a little Jello cup. Okay. Yep, but I have a little bit more even. Okay, so now what you need to do is take each of your little Jello cups and put them in the refrigerator for 3 to 4 hours until it is totally totally liquefied or solidified. So now if you hold these up, you can see that that blue is fairly dark. Maybe it's because the nerds have let off some of their color, because this one's fairly clear. I don't know. People, this has sort of been an experiment, because when I did this at home, this is what I got. Isn't this a beautiful fish bowl? Can you even see the fish in there? No. The blue is way too dark, and now I had used the grape and strawberry nerds across the bottom, and they sort of just blend in with the blue. So this is what it was supposed to look like. So I sort of say this is a Pinterest fail. I'm not sure. If you have a better way of doing it, let me know. Now, the other thing I did find when I was doing some research about this project was they told me to use yellow Jello and then add some blue. Now, anybody who knows anything about art knows that yellow plus blue make green. And so when I tried this, I ended up with algae water. Who wants to serve a fish bowl with algae water? That's crazy. Don't do that. So my suggestion is find some way to lighten this blue up so that you can put the fish in there. So what you need to do to put the fish in, when you get a decent color blue that you like, you're just going to make a little slit. Okay, and if you put it near the side, like I tried on the first time, it ends up getting all like, it clings to the side and it doesn't make it pretty. So it's better if you try to make a little slit in the middle of your Jello, and then you're going to take whatever fish you find, whether it's, there's little gummy sharks, you might want to try that, or these Swedish fish. But if you stick him in head first, he'll go right down in that hole, and if you use a little toothpick, you can maneuver him in, and then he'll disappear in the Jello. Now, supposedly, according to Pinterest, you're supposed to be able to see the Swedish fish. Anyway, folks, this has been Fun Foods. fail, in my opinion, because everything I tried, I mean, come on, folks, nothing looks like the picture. So if you try it and have success, please let me know, because I think it's an awesome little treat that you could give your child when they come home from school. Who wouldn't like to eat a little fishbowl Jello with nerds? That'd be great. But something's not quite right with this recipe, and I don't know what it is. All right, folks, this has been Fun Foods with Miss Lisa here at the Fayette County Public Library. See me again in 2 weeks, and I hope I have something that really works. Bye now.